Yo, world of YouTube, it's your boy, B2J135, coming back at you again with another Pokemon Black 2Y2 Smogon Wi-Fi battle. Yes, this time we back in OU just for a little bit, because I got time for that. Got a little time. Anyway, so we've got an OU match, and it's like OU of OU, like, you know, back in the days of Black-White, where, you know, rain, sun, hail, sand, everywhere. So I wanted to go back into using the most overused weather of all, which is of course rain. So, but I've been watching a little bit of Sugar Conroy, and I kind of like Ludicolo and Marshall. I mean, and Quagsire. God, Quagsire. And I wanted to nickname mine Marshall because, you know, based off of his Sugar Conroy Ludicolo. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. This creature, Quagsire. I don't even know what it's called. Anyway, I got Tentacruel, Raindish, Marsh, fucking God, Quagsire with something. I don't remember. Politoed, of course, Ludicolo, Vaporeon, which is kind of my star of the show, the one I really wanted to use the most, and of course Rotom. But this Rotom is different. I actually made a special set just for weather abuse. This Rotom has Rain Dance, Thunder, Hidden Power Ice, and Hydro Pump. And it's holding a Damp Rock. So, if Politoed goes down and there's a weather abuser on the other side that still has their weather up, I always have a backup plan. So, that's what this Rotom exists for. I told you in the previous team, I usually have a wall, a couple sweepers, and another wall, and something unique. Wall, Tentacruel, wall, Quagsire, sweeper, kind of Politoed, kind of a wall, Ludicolo. Well, actually, Quagsire is more of a tank. Vaporeon's definitely a sweeper, and Rotom is the unique one, Rain Dance. So, yeah, that's that. On his team, he has a Mew, a Dragonite, Politoed as well, so I was like, oh, I don't have to worry about that. Ludicolo, fucking shit! Breloom! I am so bad with names. What is going on here? Electros. I almost said Electivire. Electros and Scizor. So, Ludicolo, let me tell you right now, before we get started, that Breloom, my god, Technigloom, my god, that Breloom anally raped the shit out of me the previous match. This is actually a rematch. He basically 5-0'd me with his Breloom. There was nothing I could do, and then he brought in his Electros and finished the job. There was nothing I could do. I got critted. He got all the most of the hits. He got almost all 3 of the hits for the, you know, this bullet seed, and there was nothing I could do. So he was like, "Yeah, you want to have a rematch?" I'm like, "Sure." Oh, but this rematch was crazy. So enough of that. Let's get it started and go. Okay. Yeah, got a new background. What is this? What's this called? The tech room. I don't know. It's the tech room. But yeah, I like how it looks. So he brings in Mew. I start off with a Tentacruel because we both know our sets, and we both knew what we were going to do. I didn't know he had Thunder. I thought he was going to go for Psychic, but this Tentacruel is especially defensive, so I'm like, I know I can take whatever Mew has. Thunder, I didn't expect. And seeing how much that did, I probably couldn't take a Psychic, and then I get paralyzed. But I was like, as long as I get my Toxic Spikes up, it's fine. And I think I do. Do I? Yep. No, I actually go for Scald. Why do I go for Scald? Am I going to get the burn, though? I don't remember. Did I get the burn? No, I didn't. So, shit. Maybe he predicted me to switch. Did he kill me here? No, I actually switch out. I switch it out because I just wanted to keep it just in case. And I go into Marshall, predicting his Thunder, and he actually goes for Side Shock. So I was like, so, and just right here, it looks like everything's going downhill just like last time. Because I'm like, damn, Side Shock did a lot of damage. And this is supposed to be kind of like a tankish Quagsire. So I'm like, ugh. But he switches out Mew. I was like, okay, what are you doing? And then he goes for Dragonite. I guess he predicted me to switch. I'm not sure. But I decided to stay in because I'm an idiot and I'm a ballsy motherfucker. But in this case, I'm just don't give a fuck because I thought it was going to die. So I go for the Curse, predicting him to go for the Side Shock or something. But I didn't predict him to switch. So he goes into Dragonite, and I'm like, okay. I can Stone Edge it and go off of that, or maybe I can go for another curse, but that's a Dragonite. But then he reveals he's specially a Dragonite. I was like, what? And then we both miss our moves. He misses Draco Meteor and I miss my Stone Edge. So I'm like, okay, so that's how this is going to be. Can I take a Draco Meteor? Draco Meteor? I don't think so. So I switch out and go back into Rapist, which I know either is Death Fodder or probably can't take it, because I don't want to risk getting hit. And he misses again. So I was like, wow, really? Okay. So are you going to go for it again? He actually just goes for the Thunder. And he misses again! And we were both rolling. I was like, what is going on? He's like, fucking Dragonite. I was like, fucking yeah. I'm not dead yet. So I got my Toxic Spikes. I was happy about that. But then he finally actually does get the Dragonite's Thunder hit. And I was like, well, nothing lasts forever. And accuracy does indeed not last forever. So, but that was funny. I'm like, damn, 3 in a row? Wow, this is bad. I'm like, he actually said, I hate this game. And then I replied and said, maybe the game heard you, and now it's taking its revenge by giving you misses. I think that's what he was. That was funny, though. But of course, I go into Polytoad, so I'm like, let me just set up Rain and maybe get some shit off. So he switches out and goes into his Electros, which was a good play. I go for the Ice Beam. Not sure if he was going to switch or not, but it's Ice Beam. So I was like, hey. And then I get the Freeze. I was like, oh, Frozen Haxx in this match. I didn't think it was going to happen. But, yep, I go for the Paris song. We were just rolling. I'm like, you got 3 misses and Frozen. He was like, today is not my day. I'm like, man. Go for the Flamethrower. Go for the... I kept telling him, go for the Flamethrower. Go for the Flamethrower. He's like, stop trolling me. I'm like, I'm not trolling you. Any flame move can melt you. But I didn't realize. I actually looked it up. I looked it up, and it says only a couple of moves by the user can melt ice. I know Skull was one, Flame Wheel is one, Flare Blitz is one, a couple of other moves, but Flamethrower is not the one. If you use Flamethrower on the inside, you're not going to melt. So I guess he was doing it. He decided to switch out. He goes back into Dragonite, and I'm like, why would you switch into Dragonite when you're about to die because I have Ice Beam? I guess he forgot he had lost some HP, so he was like, oh shit. So he just messed up right there. I was like, what are you doing? And then, for one, his Dragonite survives, which I was kind of surprised. And then it gets frozen. So that's 2 Frozen Hex. So I was like, what is... I don't even care. I'm just going to go with it. I don't even care. So he's like... He just like put up a sad face on the chat. Like, I was just like, I'm rolling. Oh my god. And I didn't even realize it. Paris count to 0. I was like, oh, well, it doesn't matter. Polytoad is mainly just for Rain and for Death Fodder anyway. Just if I get the Rain up and kill a couple things, I'm cool. But he goes to the Breloom, and I was like, oh, Breloom, shit. So I decided to go into Vaporeon. I'm like, can Vaporeon, does Vaporeon have enough to take a couple of Bullet Seeds? Does it? Can it do it? And he goes for the Bullet Seeds. I'm like, come on, Vaporeon, I know you can do this. I know I designed you to be a sweeper, but can you take at least 3? Can you take at least 2? No, I can't. So he gets the last one off, and I was like, oh, so much for that. So that's a dead Vaporeon. I decided to switch out into something that's faster, which is indeed my... Did I go for Rotom? I'm pretty sure I did go for Rotom, because I really didn't... Oh, I went for George Lopez. Hello, George Lopez! No, let me stop. This George Lopez is based off the Ludicolo from, the Lombre and the Lotad from Game Grumps, which they nicknamed George Lopez. And I predicted him to go for the Spore, because he was like, the main thing I need to get rid of is that. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to switch out into Marshall, because Marshall needs to go to sleep, and you can't sleep more than one thing because of the sleep clause. So I was like, okay, that'll work. So I bring in Marshall, I switch out back into George Lopez, and he goes for Bullet Seed, I believe. He actually switches... Oh, he switched out his Breloom? What did he go into? He switches into Electros, which is actually a good play. But it's still frozen. So, yeah. At this point, I guess he was like, come on, as long as I can get this thing to thaw, I might be able to return. I told him, like, Flamethrower. I'm just telling him he thinks I'm trolling. I'm like, no, do it. I looked up, sent him a link, but without reading it myself. And he actually's like, okay, I'm going to go for the Flamethrower. I'm like, yeah, just do that. I'm murdering myself by telling you this, but I don't care. He goes for the Flamethrower, and it doesn't thaw. I was like, ooh, wait a minute. Let me look this up. Okay. Flame moves that melt. Oh, it's not in there. Oops, my bad. Sorry about that, buddy. And I didn't know if you thought I was trolling for real, because I wasn't. I thought all flame, including Flamethrower, melted from the inside, but it doesn't. So, luckily for me, I guess, with that freeze hex, thanks to Palito, I got the chance to, you know, start the bullshit with, what's this thing called? George Lopez, Ludicolo. So, prepare for the bullshit. Just, you know what's about to happen. Rain Dish, Leftovers, Substitute, Giga Drain, yeah, Leech Seed, yeah, you know what it is. You know what's about to happen. So that's about to be a dead, Electros. I almost said Electivire again. Damn it. They're so similar. Basically because Electros inadvertently replaced Electivire because of it's got more attack power, more defense too, but it's slow as shit. Electivire is, I think, a little bit faster, especially with the Motor Drive. More stuff needs Motor Drive, I feel, too. I really think more stuff should get that. Motor Drive, sure, what's it called, it gets it, but I really think more stuff should get Motor Drive as a hidden ability next gen. Motor Drive is a good ability, man. Shit, Pikachu should get it. I really think Pikachu should. It doesn't need it, but something along the lines should get Motor Drive. It's a really good ability. Oh, Emolga can get it. I don't know if that's been released or not yet. I need to look into that. Or does it get Lightning? No, it gets Motor Drive. But yeah, more stuff should get it though, in my opinion. I think Motor Drive's a really good ability. Lightning Rod is actually better, but for stuff that's slow, like Electros should have got it too, as a hidden ability. But it got Levitate, which is unique, which makes it invincible to a point of not having a super effective hit. But I finally get rid of it with the bullshit, and he brings in Mew, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna just start off with Mewtwo. I mean, I'm gonna just start off with the Mew as well, doing the same bullshit Mewtwo. Oh boy. Anyway, so he goes for the Thunder. I was like, okay, he probably was going to be faster, but I decided to just go for the Lead Seed, and I wanted to see if I can take a Thunder without a sub up. I think I do stay in, or do I go into Marshall? Do I go into Marshall? No, I think I stay in. Do I stay in? I gotta find out. I'm pretty sure I stay in. Yep, I could stay in because I wanted to see how much Thunder would do to Ludicolo. He goes for the Side Shock though. So I think he predicted me to switch into Marshall, just like before. But I actually go for the Substitute, just in case. I wanted to see how much it would do. And he actually didn't go for the Thunder, so he went for the other move. So, hey, lucky me. And he even said, oh, I thought you were going to switch. I'm like, nah, look at your HP. You're in the yellow range, which means after this and then the poison, you was going to be dead. So he was like, oh, damn, yeah, you're right. So, so yeah, I made a pretty good play there. That's a couple things left. So as you can see in the beginning, I was like, I'm gonna lose this. I already lost fucking Vaporeon. I done lost Polito, which was gonna be gone anyway. But Vaporeon, my sweeper is gone. So, but in the end, the bullshit counts, so it works out. He goes for the U-turn, and I was like, why did I not predict that? I was thinking he was gonna go for, honestly, I thought he was gonna go for like Swords Dance and then U-turn, but yeah, that wouldn't be smart. So I guess that was a good choice, just to go for the U-turn. So I was like, okay. And then he goes into Breloom. I was like, oh, this thing's still alive. Shit. And Breloom can't get Leech Seeded because it's a Grass type, which is actually good design by Nintendo. I'm glad they did that. This is kind of similar to how Toxic Spikes gets absorbed by poison Pokemon. I like that design. It's pretty good. He goes for the Bullet Seed. I'm like, okay, can I take a couple of these? I know it's going to do neutral, but can I take a couple of these? So let's see. And I get critted, and I was like, fuck! Now the haxx is on me. Remember, he missed 3 times and then got froze twice. So now the haxx on me. He got crit, and down goes my George Lopez. So, and I was like, okay, it's about time for me to wrap this up. So I go into Wish Wash, which is actually faster than his Breloom, because Breloom is not the quickest Pokemon. But he goes for the Mach Punch. He was like, you know what? I'm probably not going to survive, so I'm just going to go for it. Mach Punch. And that did a lot of damage. And that is Technical for you, even without being boosted by, I think it's boosted by Life Orb. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to go for the Thunder just in case you do switch. You know, you change your mind and go for Scizor. But at that range, Breloom doesn't have a lot of special defense or defense, so that was going to kill it. So he goes for the Bullet Punch. He's like, this is my last hurrah. I'm just going to go for it. Fuck it. So I was like, okay. And yeah. That's basically a good game. So I go for the Hydro Pump because I wasn't sure if Thunder would kill it or not. Sure, it's got the, you know, the Thunder and the Stab, but I wanted to go for the Rain boosted and the Stab and the, you know, so that's why I did that. He switches into Polito, and we're both like, GG. It was a good game. It was a good game, so just a lot of hacks for the rematch. That was a rematch, and we need to have a final round. I'll probably upload that when we have a rematch, the final rematch, and then we'll see who is the total winner, I guess. 2 out of 3. So that is it. Yeah, good game. Link in the description. What's your name? I keep forgetting. Like I said, I'm really bad with names, but yeah, that's that. I don't have anything else to say. Do I have anything else to say? Nope, I don't. I don't think I do. Nope. So just, stay tuned, comment, rate, all that good stuff. Like, subscribe. It really helps out. So, I don't have anything else to say. I can't think of. Just stay tuned. More updates are going to happen for when we get more information from Core. I'm going to do another update. Capture cards still in the works, like in the last video. This video I literally shot in the same day, so not too much. I'm done. I don't like rambling. Okay. B2J135 signing out. Deuces.